These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. No ruling yet in former President Trump's classified documents case. Trump there in federal court as his attorneys argued the case should be dismissed. Trump team filing two motions arguing Trump had the authority to take the documents and that special counsel Jack Smith's use of the Espionage Act against the former president is unconstitutionally vague. Trump is accused of intentionally taking classified documents and obstructing government efforts to get them back. The former president has denied any wrongdoing. The seventh and final suspect in the beating death of East Valley teen Preston Lord appearing in court earlier today. Treston Billy pleading not guilty to all charges related to the 16-year-old's death. Billy is being charged as an adult for murdering, kidnapping, and aggravated robbery. The other six suspects all pleaded not guilty Wednesday for charges related to Preston Lord's death. All of the suspects are due back in court April 30th. In Phoenix, police arresting more than a dozen people accused of stealing packages out of a delivery truck. That bust happening around 11:30 near 79th Avenue in McDowell. Police say several people wearing masks in a white van were stealing packages from a delivery truck. Police taking 7 suspects into custody. They believe more got away, and the investigation remains active. Fiery crash involving multiple cars this morning, shutting down I-10 near 67th Avenue for hours as crews worked to help the people involved and put out these flames. Officials say a car was stalled in the number 2 lane with its emergency lights on when a semi-truck slammed into it. Driver of the stalled car is expected to recover. Semi-driver was not seriously injured. Urgent efforts underway right now to rescue Americans from Haiti as that nation descends into violent chaos. Team of U.S. Marines now at the capital of Port-au-Prince to reinforce security at the U.S. Embassy. Gangs now control at least 80% of that city after the prime minister announced his resignation following threats to overthrow the government from Haiti's most powerful gang leader. Thousands of Americans are trapped and calling on the U.S. government to begin evacuations.
They can come and get some, they need to come and get all.
Every day I wake up thinking, Lord, please send us a chopper. Please send us an airplane that's going to come and rescue us today.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken meeting with regional Caribbean leaders, saying he expects a transition council to come together soon. It's the month of giving. Jersey Mike's is sponsoring the ABC15 Telethon, benefiting Phoenix Children's. It means all month long, when you stop by Jersey Mike's for lunch or dinner, you can make a donation there at the register. And mark your calendars for Wednesday, March 27th. That's the day of giving, where 100% of sales goes to Phoenix Children's that day. Sale approved. Today, the Arizona State Land Department approving the auction of nearly 100 acres at the northwest corner of Scottsdale Road and the 101. And we know who's interested. The Arizona Coyotes, but an upcoming multi-million-dollar bidding war is still ahead. Former Arizona State Land Commissioner Mark Winkleman says the next step is to finalize an auction date no earlier than 10 weeks from now.
It's kind of old-fashioned raised paddles, and the paddles are, notwithstanding the amount of money that's being paid for this land, paddles are popsicle sticks with the numbers stapled on top of them. Now, to get that paddle costs a lot of money. You have to put down 20% of the minimum price, so that's almost $14 million.
Tonight at 5, we dive into where the auction will happen and how much time the Coyotes have to get the ball rolling to move into a new permanent home. So what is state trust land? Well, when Arizona became a state, the federal government designated 10 million acres to benefit K-12 schools, universities, and other state institutions. Currently, there are just over 9 million acres of state trust land in Arizona. Land can only be leased for farming. Otherwise, it has to be sold at auction. Home builders have used the land to develop across the valley. Major corporations like LG and Nationwide have also used these sales to build in Arizona.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We'll be in ABC 15 weather action mode for Friday, as we do have a chance for showers and thunderstorms to impact the afternoon and evening commutes and all outdoor activities as well, with the chance for storms now as high as 60% here in the valley, with temperatures starting off in the 50s in the morning. And we stay in the 60s for the majority of the day, with temperatures staying shy of 70 degrees. In fact, here's a look at Futurecast. You can see wave after wave of showers and storms across the valley and snow up in the higher terrain for Friday Friday and even into the early part of the weekend. So we're going to have some active and unsettled weather for the next several days. Highs will also be cooler than average for the majority of Arizona, with highs in Flagstaff in the 30s on Friday, 40s in Prescott, Payson, and Sedona, and 60s right along the I-10 corridor from Tucson to Phoenix. And that 7-day forecast showing temperatures slowly warming up this weekend with highs in the 70s by Saturday, with a chance for storms at 20%. Flagstaff promising chance of rain and snow through at least Monday of next week.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.